Agromediterranea is a company that is part of a larger group, and we mainly focus on producing vegetables like lettuce, spinach, and chard, and on marketing these products. The main difference is, it is an innovative system that allows you to save on setup and labor costs, and most importantly, it helps save water. Because it is a system with a higher flow rate than the current one and better uniformity, the irrigation becomes more efficient, which results in water savings. And also, thinking a bit about the recycling of these materials, they are recyclable materials which will allow us to improve that aspect, since in sprinkler systems, as they use more material, it is harder to recycle. As you can see here, this is simply a polyethylene tape. The system seems very simple. It includes some pegs to secure it to the ground, just to prevent the wind from moving it. And when it is flexible, when the hose fills, it swells up. And when it gets pressurized, it has some microtubes or microperforations that atomize the water carried inside. Innovation has always been part of our DNA, and above all, when it comes to water, we are very committed to saving and efficiently using water. 2 or 3 years ago, we managed to make an important change, which was switching from hose to buried tape, where we achieved a significant increase or saving of water. And now, within a range of crops that require sprinkling, we are making a change from that sprinkling, conducting tests from traditional sprinkling with bird-type sprinklers to micro-sprinkling tapes. Exactly. It is a misting system, which allows you to make irrigation much more uniform. That is, you distribute it more across the cultivation area and avoid the well-known puddles formed by traditional sprinkler systems. So, it improves that uniformity, saves water management, and an important advantage is that it adapts to farms where currently you cannot install a traditional sprinkler system. Why? Because a traditional sprinkler operates at a pressure of approximately 3.5 to 4 kilograms. So, there are farms, especially older farms with older installations, where such setups are not feasible. That is the case, for example, with this farm. Here, you can't install the sprinkler system, there isn't enough pressure to set up that type of irrigation. These new tapes operate at much lower pressure, around 2 kilograms of pressure, which makes it possible to install them in this type of facility. Another advantage, considering all the regulations related to the manure and irrigation efficiency, is that since the irrigation is more uniform, it avoids the puddles we mentioned earlier. And what it does is prevent leaching. In other words, the irrigation remains more superficial and allows better control over the depth the water will penetrate. What we have done now is adapt this system to our crops, and what we do is proceed in phases. We have tested it with radish, we are testing it with spinach, and we have also tested it in the Almeria area where sprinkling is widely used for transplanting, to ensure successful transplanting. We have also tested it in transplant systems. So far, all the results are positive, and what remains is, once we define in which crops we can apply it, to crunch the numbers to assess both technical and economic feasibility. In terms of labor, it can save you up to 50% because assembling a traditional system is very costly in terms of people, materials, tractors, etc. This is a system that does not require tractors, so it can even allow savings of up to 50%. Regarding irrigation times, which are also very important, in large farms where irrigation is highly sectorized, irrigations that would normally take around an hour can be done in 20 to 30 minutes, making it much more cost-effective in terms of time as well. At Agromediterranea, as a partner of Proexport, we are committed to innovation and continuously innovating with the goal of optimizing the resources we have.